And of course, on this, our 50th anniversary, we would be remiss not to honor a legend of Barbadians and his legendary spouse, Dr. Keith Baird and Dr. Mary Baird. I'm going to ask Sydney Eastman and Dr. Diana Baird and Diane to come up and make the presentations.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Diana Baird and I am really honored with actually my sister, Marsha Baird Burris, and my cousins and our good friends here to honor two of the most incredible people. I'm not saying that just because we're related, but two of the most incredible people, Bajans, who we have ever known. And I want to say a little bit about each of them. I'm going to start with Dr. Marianne Twining Baird, who I have known now most of my life, and who has been a scholar, an inspiration. She was the first person actually to introduce me to many of the traditions of the Gala people and of the relationship between the people of the Georgia Sea Islands, especially the quilting and the basketry and so on, which are African continuities and which are shared with many of the Barbadian traditions. And they have been mentors. Dr. Mary Twining Baird, who in her last position was a teacher, a researcher in folklore and anthropology, an administrator, an English professor, a museum curator, and an incredible mentor for people at the master's level and the PhD, funded at Clark Atlanta, as well as at Buffalo. And so it's really an honor that she is presented with this honor. It's an honor for the entire family. Thank you. And I'm going to introduce Sydney Eastman, who is going to be presenting for Dr. Keith Baird, my father, who, as I said, also is a great inspiration and a great Bajan.
The plaque reads, "For your years of dedicated service and sterling inspiration as student, teacher, administrator, policy developer, at the primary, tertiary, undergraduate, and graduate level in the fields of education, linguistics, comparative cultures, languages, and social development."
And I want to say that Sydney is just the type of young woman that my father, Keith Baird, met students and graduate students and all of the folks that he has inspired as well. So thank you.
Dr. Baird, don't sit just yet. We have a little surprise for you. And I'm going to move you over to this seat so that you can see the slides nice and clear.
Baird, and I'm delighted to be here this evening. I'm pleased to be back. Excuse me, I have a little technical And I'm delighted to be back here in Atlanta. Some of you may remember me, many years ago, before I left to move to Washington, D.C., my husband and I were frequent visitors to the Barbados Association dinner. My husband, the late Chuck Burris, former mayor of the city of Stone Mountain. So I've been out here a couple of times, but then relocated to Washington, D.C. I'm very, very pleased and have to say thank you to President Irwin Weeks and all the members of the Barbados Association for allowing me to do this little tribute to my dad. And I hope you enjoy it. My father, as you well know, is a writer and assisted certainly by my stepmother, Mary. They produced quite a few books. And among the things that they produced, my father produced a book of poetry, which is out there, available to you. And so what I decided I would do was that I would put my father's poem to music. The music might be familiar. It's a piece written by Matt Dennis. And you may be familiar with Angel Eyes. I sing jazz. And I hope you'll enjoy it. It's called Let There Be Peace. I hope you enjoy this, Daddy. The plaintive educator. Thank you so much, Joel. Very much appreciated, and thank you so much for indulging me.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen. I think that was definitely